Hello, so glad you can join us. We're going to start a blow dry. If you're concerned about blow drying a wig, fret no more. I'm going to show you a 1 to 100 steps on how to blow dry your wig. We just finished our wonderful cut and you can see the perimeters nice and square. And now we're going to start our blow dry. There's simply nothing in our wig other than some leave-in conditioner. Okay, we're going to turn our blow dryer with medium heat, and I'm going to show you that with volume you're going to lift and you're going to lift, taking your time by lifting the root area just like that. Or if you're looking for more of a natural volume, then you're going to move the hair left and right. So in this case here, I'm moving it forward, preventing the hair from being lifted backwards. We're bringing the hair forward so that we can create a very natural volumized end result. So we're going to do up for blow drying, getting the root lifted up, such as volumizing that root area, very important. You notice that I stop at about the mid shaft, and we're getting lots of volume for those looks that are voluminous. And then we're going to create more of a natural volume. Then we're going to brush left and left, preventing any lifting, just brushing to the left, just like that. And then of course we're going to flip over and brush forward to the right, drying the mid shaft, or I should say the root area, and then the mid shaft. Okay, for those of you who could see in the mirror. Okay, what I'm doing here is promoting a lot of hair to come forward, and then we're going to wave it to go back. So it's really a nice finish. So I just wanted to stop and point out a few things. The root is being directed forward, and then once we're done, we're going to bring only the hairline slightly back. And this allows us to really balance the thickness that the wig has, the density that the wig has. I'm so happy with the color. So we're going to finalize that parting, going straight through for our center part. Wonderful. Okay, so at this point, I'm really happy with the amount of volume that I have, and it's just a slight bit damp. I don't want to over dry it because any setting that happens is best set on hair that's damp. So I'm just going to dry it a little bit longer, and then we're going to go ahead and curl it. So really easy. The mesh is still there. You can see that 100% full lace mesh on our wig. And so far, this drying is just perfect. Okay, so I'm done with the drying. The hair is slightly damp. Okay, when I mean damp, I mean cool to the touch. And it feels great. We can recap our haircut at this point and really fine tune the cut now that it's dry. And I'm really quite happy with that, even out in the front as well. And again, the recipient of the wig still needs to wear it, put it on, and then you can go ahead and cut it better on the actual client. We're gonna style and curl our wig, and I wanted to just point out that sometimes you're going to have these short sections, and the short sections are a must in a wig, and I'll tell you why. When you're hooking the hair into the mesh, in order to create the knot, you have a short end and then you have the long hair. So there's always a 2.5 to 3 inch section. We like to look at that section as being a volumizing, almost a texture opportunity. We don't look at it as being a bad thing in there. And unfortunately, sometimes, you know, I have people telling me, what do I do with all these pieces? Well, it's really not that bad. It only happens when you're not aware that they're there. So when you're blow drying the hair, especially on the surface, a light tap of hairspray, always keeping your surface nice and flat, and you don't want to open it up or lift it up in the air unless it's a short layered haircut, okay? So for longer hair effects, you always want to keep that a little bit softer on the surface, okay? I'm taking a 1.5 inch barrel curling iron. I'm going to start in the back with a vertical section like so, and I'm going to pick up the hair and just wrap it around the barrel. Some of you may have a different iron technique. This is very basic. I'm going to just release that and really help out with the natural, very large wave that we're looking for. I don't want to dismantle it or disrupt it because the wig will have to set in that shape as well. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate with these small thin sections all across the top of the head like that, and moving with the section, warming it up and then spinning. I usually like to close my iron, and medium heat is all you need. Always protect your wig if at all possible. Don't over dry it and don't over curl it, flat iron it, especially if it has a lot of hairspray in it. Now, a lot of people like to use hair clips, and that's fine, but remember that the wig has to set because it's not 100% dry at this point. It's still quite damp, as you can see the steam, and that steam is allowing the curl to set a little stronger. So we're going to warm that up and just wrap it around the iron. If you can see the steam, you're close enough. Well, the steam is allowing, you can tell that the section is still quite moist. It's not a dry section. The hair is not super dry. And some of that moisture is actually allowing the curling iron to take a nice, soft yet firm wave. So my recommendation is to use your iron or flat iron on hair that is still damp when it comes to working with the wigs. Warm that up, and the density is always a little bit thicker up higher on the section. And drop that. And we're on our second last piece. So there you go. Isn't that wonderful? We're almost to the center and we're working in between our sections, taking vertical sections, all right? And again, vertical, 3-inch long right to the nape, like so, pulling it to the right or to the left, warming that up, bend it around your iron. Okay, and keeping the tip out. Looks great. Okay, we're just going to drop it in there, move the previous section, take our next section in the center, nice long vertical section, and once again, open it up, warm that up, and wrap, holding your ends out. Okay, just want to clear that out of the way. And I think we're at approximately the center section here. Okay, let's start the other side now. Start in the center. Want to recap in case some of you just joined us. Warming that up. Okay, wrap, and keeping the ends out. Beautiful. Okay, so I can do that a little slow motion. Let's see, slow motion. Warm it up. Okay, twist. Wrap, twist, wrap, twist, wrap. Okay, and release. It's a nice deep wave as well. Now we're going to work with the bottom section, and we're going to start where we just stopped. From the front, work our way back. So again, we're gonna open up the iron, and you'll notice I have my comb in my hand, but you don't need your comb. You could hold it, bring it up, look at your watch, twist the hair, and then go through the iron again. Look at your watch, and while you're looking at your watch, you're gonna twist the hair. Okay, I wish I had more length for you, but that's basically how I create my waves. Okay. I'm going to show you with this next section again. Holding the iron. If you want, you don't have to open it. You can even use it closed. Warming it up like that. You're going to come around, look at your watch, but before you move your hand, you want to start the twisting action. Once you've twisted your section, you could then put it down on the iron. So you move it back up and you twist and then drop it on the iron. Warm that up, bring it as far back as you can on the iron, bring it up, look at your watch, and twist. Now it's your palm, drop. Right back up, look at your watch, twist, and then drop the twisted section over the iron. Okay, we're almost at the end. So our second last piece, okay. Sometimes I do it so quickly that you don't see the twisting action. So that's why I just wanted to slow down. Like this, so you know that twist is what creates that really strong ridge in your waves. Okay, our last piece. Warm up the root area. Introduce the heat to the section. And that starts to help bend the root, the hair closer to the root where the density is a little bit thicker. And then at the end, you can easily put your tips in like so. And I'm going to just add a little bit of hairspray so that it sets. Okay. And usually overnight is a good time for it to dry overnight. But for those of you who are a little bit more in a hurry, you can definitely put the wig under a hood dryer, or you can air dry it as well. At this point, it probably would only take a good maybe hour and a half to continue drying on under a hood dryer. So we're done, and our wonderful color is complete, as well as the styling. It's finished drying. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning. All the colors are beautifully blended into each other, and happy to run my fingers through it and create that really, really trendy beach wave that you see a lot of. Don't forget to come visit quite often at MirellaSementilliWigs.com. We always have something new for you. Goodbye.